Just a little brook. You know what's actually a brook versus Maine. Brooks are massive. Here, they're just brooks. Welcome sight as it's hot today and gonna be hot this afternoon. Again, it's warm today. I'm sweating pretty good. But this trail is just, comparatively speaking, magic. My buddy, trail named Charlie Brown, and his dog Snoopy, he's a really good dude, Coast Guard vet. He told me, he said, well, the one good thing about Vermont, there is some mud, but it turns back into trail. And that's a big deal because while there was some trail like this in Maine, there was not a whole lot of trail like this in Maine. I mean, there was some, but most of it was just so rainy and mucky. And as most of you know, I got injured, so I had to come off. So I missed the White Mountains of New Hampshire and parts of southern Maine. But I am just thankful for this because my injury is not hurting right now. Only day 2 back on the trail, but injury is not hurting at all. Like, there's been no pain. I've been using a cork, a fishing cork that I converted into a massage ball, and been using that to kind of work the knots out at night, work my feet over at night, which has worked well. But just interesting, the trail here. Lots of people talk about all the mud, and there has been mud. I hadn't taken video of that mud yet, but mostly because I'm just trying to navigate it and make sure there are rocks in it to step on, which there have been. So that makes it pretty easy to go over. Got a fly riding on the camera right now. Anyway, I just want to share some of the trail with you this morning. Last night I stayed in a shelter with a guy named Dr. Freeze, and he was a Christ follower, loves Jesus. Oh, here's some mud. We're gonna get to see some mud right now. But we just shared the goodness of God and talked about Jesus all night long. And, well, not all night, until hiker midnight, which is 9 o'clock at night. Yeah, this is some mud. That's some mud right there. Nice little meadow with mud. Just a mud path here. Splat, splat, splat. But I just want to share that with you this morning. You know, sometimes the trail is a mountain walk. Sometimes you go through a little meadow like this and get to check yourself for ticks afterwards. Oh, looks like the trail used to go that way. It doesn't anymore. Podunk Road is 1.8 miles. That's good. Mile off the shelter here. Appalachian Trail this way. Okay. Through the grass we go. Less mud over here, so that's good. And this is most likely just someone's farm. And we're just kind of blazing through it here. It looks like the trail over there, going right over here. There's the sun hitting us for the first time today. But I just want to share that with you. Last night I spent the night in the shelter. Mosquitoes were galore. We started a fire to knock them down, but still lots of mosquitoes, and they woke me up this morning at 5, which I wanted to sleep in this morning because it was so hot yesterday. Just want to share that with you. God's mercy is new every morning, and he puts people around you that you don't even know are going to be there. When I walked up on that shelter, Dr. Freeze was reading his Bible, and I knew I was at the right place. Hope you guys are having a great day today. And just to give you an idea of how hot it is, I mean, maybe you can see there went my hat bill. Oh, my beard's dripping too. It's hot. It's hot. But been inside the shade up in the green tunnel, so you know, that's been okay. It's just humid, real humid and warm. But that's okay. That's how flowers grow and how just how the whole thing works. But anyways, keep hiking on. want to get a shot of all these wildflowers. Purple, yellow, more purple, some clover down in there, right there, clover. Tiger lilies. Got a funny story about some tiger lilies. When I was a kid, man, they're so pretty. Thought I was gonna help my aunt by weeding her garden or her little flower bed. What I didn't know is that, you know, tiger lilies, when they're not in bloom, they kind of look like weeds. And I pulled every one of them up. And, you know, I think she probably was a little upset, but she didn't really let me know it. Like, I didn't feel like she was real upset with me. You know, probably wasn't real happy with me, but I didn't feel like she was real upset. That's what grace does. Don't get mad when you do something dumb. But I just want to share that with you. Walking down the road here, and I think this is West Hartford. That sounds right. Vermont. Cool looking place. But anyway, just want to share that story with you since I saw the tiger lilies. Oh, I see some raspberries too. Is that raspberries? No, that's some other kind of berry. Cool. Missed that white blaze for a little bit, but there it is. Got to get the railroad crossing for my boy. It's hot. You know, the word says you have not because you ask not, and I'm crying right now because this morning I thought, man, sure would be nice if somebody would put a Gatorade out, a cold one, for some trail magic. And I pulled up here in West Hartford, and there's a sign right here. You'll see it says trail magic. I'll get a picture of it for you. And I saw some seltzer water carcasses laying beside the cooler. And I opened it up thinking, well, if it's seltzer water, at least it'd be cold. And there's Gatorade in it, and I really need one right now. So, might sound silly to cry over a Gatorade, but when it's 1,000,000 degrees and God gives you a breeze, and you asked this morning for a Gatorade, and He provided one for free, no less, it brings you to tears because He takes care of everyone. Whether they know it or not, He's taking care of them. I want to share that with you this morning.